And good morning. It's 7:04 on this Wednesday, February 12th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Wednesday morning, and it's still raining in the Cedar City, sprinkling at least, but we welcome you to our program. And here on a wonderful Wednesday, we're ready to talk about Cedar Stone Bank, Lebanon, Mount Juliet, Donaldson, Simple Banking, Simply Better. Bob McDonald is on the phone this morning. He's president, CEO, and going to tell us the latest about Cedar Stone. Good morning.
Good morning, Coleman. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good to hear your voice, and always good to be able to talk about Cedar Stone every Wednesday at this time.
Well, we enjoyed talking about it with you. We've been doing this for many years, I think since early 2008, if my memory is correct, and being with you each Wednesday is a very important part of our strategic plan, Coleman, and we really enjoy it. We appreciate the relationship with you and Billy and MJ and Susie and all the fine folks there. So thank you for letting us be a part of your program all these many years.
Well, wonderful. I'm just excited to be part of a strategic plan.
How about that? Yeah.
What's going on?
Part of that plan also involves various community activities and being involved in efforts, and it's been a busy start of the year, Coleman. We've, I think about 3 weeks ago, the Lebanon Chamber had their annual banquet, and we enjoyed participating in that. And 2 weeks ago, the Mount Juliet Chamber had their banquet, and we were delighted to be a part of that event as well. And then last Saturday night was what's become an annual Historic Lebanon dinner, and we were delighted to have participated in that event. And then coming up, I think next weekend is the MTAR banquet, the Eastern Middle Tennessee Association of Realtors banquet, and that's always a great event, very, very good turnout, and they do a fine job there. So there's a lot going on. And then Coleman, in April, the first Friday in April, I can't recall what that date is, but is our annual Wilson County Teacher of the Year banquet, where, as you know, this is our 26th year, and we'll be celebrating teachers and teaching, and I believe there's 36 Teachers of the Year across the county, Coleman, city schools, county, private schools, and I enjoy this time of year, Coleman, because each school has selected their Teacher of the Year, and so as you drive around the county, I enjoy going by schoolhouses and seeing their names up on their boards, and we just, WP and I enjoy seeing teachers be recognized like that, and we appreciate the involvement we've had over all these years of Cumberland University. They allow us to have our banquet there in beautiful Baird Chapel. There's a panel of education faculty from Cumberland who selects the Wilson County Teacher of the Year. We do not know, Coleman, who's on that panel. We do not want to know who's on that panel. And the teachers are completing their packets now, and so we redact anything in their packet that might identify them, whether it be their name or where they went to school or anything like that, and we assign each teacher a number. So when we deliver those packets, which is coming soon to Cumberland, they will make their selection, and they'll call us and say, we've chosen teacher number 14 or 15. And so it's a great program. We've enjoyed it for all these years, and I appreciate being involved with Wilson County Motors and the Bone family since Coleman, 26 years. So it's a long time ago.
Well, it's certainly, I think, a shot in the arm for education, and it's no doubt wonderful to be the County Teacher of the Year, and we'll soon find out who that's going to be this year.
Yeah, we just appreciate the support we get from the school programs. Mr. Luttrell from the county and Mr. Hutto from the city. Of course, John Shoulders, President Shoulders at Friendship, and all the other schools. We just appreciate their support of it, as well as their principals. If the principals it's important that they embrace the program, and they all do. And so we're very thankful for how everyone supports the program and celebrates and salutes these teachers each year.
All right. I think I heard yesterday that the Fed did not change interest rates. Are you surprised?
No, I'm not, Coleman. They want to be careful. They want to be careful not to miss the mark at lowering rates, just as they missed the mark, which they did a couple of years ago at increasing rates. They were slow to the game at that and let inflation get out of control. There's still signs of inflation in the economy, and so they want to be careful not to ignite that problem again. And so I understand they're being careful, but they do need to. We do need to see some economic data that will give them some confidence to lower rates. We do need to see rates lower. It does continue to increase borrowing costs for home ownership, for example. So
all right.
We're hopeful that we'll see a grip on this inflation coming soon.
Good. We just got a few seconds to talk about that Simply Free checking account.
Yes, sir. It's been the cornerstone of Cedar Stone from since 2004, since we opened the bank almost 21 years ago. And we believe that a checking account is the most important banking product, and so we want to make it available and affordable for everyone. It is free. You can do your banking in any way. If you want to write your checks and come into our offices and see our great folks, you can do that. Or if you want to do your banking electronically, whether it's online or by the telephone, you can do that too. Our technology is second to none. In fact, we hear customers who bank with other institutions comment about how our online banking is their favorite and the best. So we encourage you folks who do not bank with us now to come see us. It'd be our honor and pleasure to be of service.
Bob, thanks so much. We'll do it again next Wednesday. Appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. Bob McDonald, President, CEO, Cedar Stone Bank, Lebanon, Mount Juliet, Donaldson. Simple banking, simply better. We are 11 minutes after the hour. This is the Wednesday that would feature Cumberland University. Rusty Richardson, excuse me there, turn the phone off. Rusty Richardson is here. Rusty, good morning to you.
Good morning, Coleman.
And you have the title of Executive Director of Community Relations and External Affairs, and bring a guest with you nearly every time you come on this second Wednesday of the month. It's good to see you today.
Good to be here. Thanks.
How you want to get started this morning?
Well, a couple of highlights for opening comments. We now have the official numbers for our spring enrollment. And as expected, we've broken another record. This is the highest spring enrollment we've ever had in Cumberland's history. The number is 3,211. We started last fall with 3,457, and the spring is always a little bit less because we have December graduates. We have some people that don't return for the second semester, but we have new students coming in starting at the second semester. So 3,211 is our new number for this spring, and the only time that has been surpassed is last fall with the fall enrollment. So we're happy about that.
Oh, absolutely.
I reported the last time I was here, we had students and some faculty and staff going to work at the Super Bowl. That was in New Orleans this past Sunday. They have now returned safely. I haven't actually seen any of them. I think they're catching up on their sleep because it was a very long shift. They were working many, many hours each day on the things they were doing. But again, it was a great experience.
It wasn't just during the Super Bowl hours then?
Oh, no, not at all. It was, I think their shifts may have started at 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that and then went until mid-afternoon. But they were there for almost a week. With all the pregame activities and serving as ambassadors, and we're so delighted with our faculty that were able to put that trip together because there was only a limited number of universities that were allowed to send teams in for that.
Approximately how many students participated?
There were, from Cumberland, I think there were 12 students.
Okay.
A couple of faculty members and a staff member. But I think there were, and I don't remember if the number were 30 different schools that were allowed, or it may have been 70, but a small number when you consider there are thousands of universities in the United States.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's a nice contingent.
Yes, very much so. The other thing I want to highlight, tomorrow in Kansas City, Woody Hunt is being inducted into the College Baseball Hall of Fame. What a terrific honor for him.
And how fitting.
Yes, and how fitting. He left yesterday, flying out to Kansas City. Some others, I think, are going to try to go out today, depending on the weather. But he's being inducted with two other people whose names should be familiar, Roger Clemens and Mike Schmidt, both great college and professional baseball players. Yeah. And I had a thought the other day that, when the pictures come out and they see those three people together, many people are going to say, well, who are those two guys with Woody Hunt? But we're just delighted for him and so proud of all his accomplishments over the years and what he continues to do on Cumberland on a daily basis.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I'm so glad to hear this. It's time for us to take a break. You want to introduce your guest now or when we come back?
Let me introduce her now, and then we'll come back to her. Beatrice LaChance. She is the Executive Director of Student Financial Services. As she said a few minutes ago, she's known as the money lady at Cumberland. So she's going to talk to us about what she does and all the programs that go through her office and how she helps our students.
Well, Bea, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And welcome to our program.
Thank you for having me.
We'll find out about you after we go to a break. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways. It's all brought to you by Absolute Kubota. Ride it off the lot. Write it off your taxes. Visit Absolute Kubota. Take advantage of the Section 179 tax deduction when you buy new Kubota construction equipment, tractors, RTVs, hay tools, or turf products. Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning, TDOT's assisting with a stalled vehicle 40 westbound near 2nd and 4th Avenue as traffic really starts to crank up 24 out through the Antioch area coming in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County. A little bit of rain showers moving through Rutherford County, Coffee County this morning. Be careful going down the interstate as it continues to build on 65 up from Brentwood, Franklin through Williamson County headed into South Nashville. Hey, Princess Hot Chicken has live entertainment every Wednesday night. That's tonight from 6 to 9. Check it out at princesshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing has experienced new leadership and a new atmosphere. Same location in the heart of Lebanon, 731 Castle Heights Court on the Castle Heights campus. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing is providing 5-star clinical outcomes to short-term and long-term care residents. Call 615-444-4319 for a tour and to experience the new culture. Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing.
Hello, Phoenix fans. I'm Preston Welcher, and I'm an outfielder from Cartersville, Georgia, on the Cumberland baseball team. We return home for a 3-game series with Indiana Tech this weekend. You can hear all the games on these radio stations or online at WANTFM.com or watch them on GoCumberlandAthletics.com. Check the CU website for game times, and remember, U.S. military veterans get in free at CU home games. I'll see you at the 6.
We continue here on this Wednesday, our program featuring Cumberland University for the first half this morning. Rusty Richardson's with us, Executive Director of Community Relations and External Affairs, and Bea LaChance, the Executive Director of Student Financial Services, is here. Her title isn't hardly as long as yours, Rusty.
Not quite.
Well, you wanna get us started here, Rusty, or what? Would you just want me to ask Bea something?
Go ahead, Coleman. I'll turn over to you.
We'd like to know about your background and your history at Cumberland. That's a good place to start.
Thank you, sir. I have been in higher education for almost 30 years. I have worked at 2-year schools, 4-year schools, but my favorite school has been Cumberland. I've been part of the family for 19 years. I'm a Cumberland alum. I'm raising children who are Cumberland alum. I work in the financial aid office and the business office, so our job is to help make a way for students to find their path to their dream, which is higher education. My primary focus is on community outreach and community service. We work with families to make their life better and help them find a way to do what they need to do. And we do it on a personal level. So I meet with families every day. It's part of what I do.
Well, being the role that you play there, you probably get to know students, a lot of them, quite well. Mm-hmm. The strengths and weaknesses. You could probably tell us a lot about name a student, and you've had a relationship there.
One of the good things about being at Cumberland is I have that opportunity to do that. I've worked at other schools where you don't have the time to do that, but Cumberland really encourages us to meet the families on a personal level, get to know them. I have students that come back 10 years after graduation just to visit. They're on campus, they make sure they come in and give me a quick hug and let me know that they're doing okay and that we made a difference in their life.
What about updates on the FAFSA process?
As we know, last year was a difficult year for FAFSA. They really had a hard time making things come together. I am very happy to report this year is going much more smoothly. We've already received a higher percentage of FAFSAs and student information as of this date than we did last year. We're already ready to start packaging and get students their answers earlier than we did for the last 5 years. So we're in a good place, and I'm glad that, the Department of Education finally got the FAFSA in order, and it seems to be going smoothly. The new process is starting to work. Families and students are finding it easier. Just last night, we were at Mount Juliet High School helping our students fill out FAFSAs there. My staff goes out into the community on a regular basis, so the form is daunting, but it's gotten better, and we're here to help. So.
Well, how do you help keep Cumberland affordable for students?
One of the biggest things about Cumberland is the variety of scholarships that it offers. Yeah. We have over 125 endowments and annual scholarships, which is about $400,000 in proceeds that go to students every year. So we help so many students with that money, in addition to our own scholarships.
Well, as Executive Director of Student Financial Services, you have to know what's available, and everybody doesn't qualify for everything. You have to know the qualifications and who fits where. So you probably spend a lot of time keeping up to date with all of that. We
do, and one of the good things about my staff is we have between myself and my 6 staff members, we have over 50 years of experience. So we've done this for a long time. We're comfortable with it. We stay up to date, and we help each family find the right path for them, because every family's different.
How many people do you work with or supervise that have to do with the financial services?
I have 9 folks altogether between financial aid and the student accounts or business office.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the differences between Tennessee Promise, Tennessee Reconnect, Cumberland Promise, and Phoenix Promise.
We have a lot of promises at Cumberland. One of the good things, and I'm proud to say this, is that we've participated in the Tennessee Promise program for over a decade now. The state had began a state grant program that allowed students to go to a 2-year community college for free. And Cumberland made the decision over 10 years ago that we wanted to be able to do the same thing for our students and offer them a choice. So our Tennessee Promise program allows a student right out of high school that meets all the requirements to attend our school and complete an associate's degree for free. The only thing they have to pay for is their books and small lab fees. Reconnect is very similar, but it's for our adult population. So it's for an adult student maybe returning to school to try to achieve their associate's degree and better themselves and get a level of education. So we do the same thing. They do it for free. They only have to pay for their books and lab fees. Cumberland Promise is the adult version or the grown-up version of Tennessee Promise. So when a student completes their associate's degree, they can move into the Cumberland Promise program, and that'll reward them based on their merit and their need. It's a really good program for juniors and seniors.
You have a number of people who complete the first 2, then do the Cumberland Promise and continue and graduate, I take it.
We do, and then we even have them continue on to a master's degree. So it's a good, I'm very proud of the way that Cumberland has embraced this, because it offers an opportunity for a student to have an affordable path, and it's something that they can do with a different choice. They don't have to start out at a community college if they don't want to. If this is a better fit for them, then they have a way to make it.
Well, I think what you said there is very, very affordable path, I believe is what you said, and that means so much, because, I mean, let's face it, college, somebody has to pay for the cost of college, and we all know that, and that's good in that we pay our instructors, our professors, good salaries, so that they want to do that. They could go into business, and probably a lot of them do just as well or better. But there's something about teaching, and you get the right teacher with the right subject at the right place, and this all works for that.
It really does. And for Cumberland, what I have found is that we have so many personal connections with our students. They connect with their teachers, they connect with the staff members, that it really allows them to build a place to come home to. So helping them be able to afford that is something that I find is very rewarding in my life personally.
Did you explain the Phoenix Promise?
I did not. Phoenix Promise is very similar to Cumberland Promise, but it is for our more needy students that have a larger need base. So it really allows those students that would have walked away after 2 years to be able to stay and complete their education.
Well, you're just doing your best to not leave any stone unturned, right?
We do not.
and looking at ways to help people continue their education and regardless of how far they want to go, but especially for a bachelor's degree, 4 years.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Cumberland is proud of the fact that over 95% of its students receive some type of financial aid. So. Well,
I guess as you look for the next few years, you see any big changes? I mean, it sounds like, and I think your enrollment numbers pretty much prove it, that things are going really well. You have the programs available. You have you're setting new student enrollment records every year. It's good. Is it going to continue?
I believe it is. Cumberland has done a really good job of establishing a strong baseline. As I said before, our endowment scholarships and our annual scholarships really help support our students, in addition to the commitment that Cumberland has made to support its students. We never know where education's going to go in the next 5 or 10 years, but I do believe that Cumberland's doing everything it can to be prepared and to be ready to still continue to positively impact our students and our families.
Well, it's really nice to have you with us today. Bela Chance, Executive Director of Student Financial Services, and Rusty, we'll go back to you. We've got about 3 minutes for closing comments, and you always have a little more for us.
A little bit more. Just one more thing on the financial services, especially to parents who are very worried about the high costs of higher education. What we find is some people have the perception, well, Cumberland's a private school, it's too expensive for us to attend or send our children there. But when they look into all these programs, we really find that it's one of the most economical schools in the state to be able to attend, to get a private school education really at a very minimal cost. Compared to what the sticker price is. Nobody pays the sticker price really at any college or university. They advertise, it's X number of dollars, but then when all the scholarships and financial aid programs come in, it's much less than that. So certainly I would encourage your listeners, if they have someone that's thinking about colleges, give Cumberland a look, because it's more affordable than you think. So we always need to reemphasize that.
Well, let me just ask this quickly here. What is the best way to approach Cumberland for the answers that you want? Do you go see B? You do the phone? You do it on the internet? How do you get started? B?
You're welcome to stop in my office any day. You can send any questions to financialaid@cumberland.edu, which is our email address. Admissions@cumberland.edu will also start you on the enrollment process. Our website has a wealth of information. So research that's always a good place to start your research.
Well, I would imagine that some high school counselors have your number and information, and that's a good place to start as well.
They're not some. All high school counselors have their number.
They do.
Okay, I interrupted you, Rusty. Finish up.
A couple other things, moving away from the financial services. We've got a public event next Monday, the Cynthia Van Buren Lecture, an annual lecture series that we do with James M. Bradley. That's February 17th at 7 p.m. in Alumni Hall. The topic is Revenge or Redemption, which sounds like it could be something modern day, but he's actually talking about Martin Van Buren's presidential run in 1848 with the Free Soil Party. Always a fascinating lecture, and people are welcome to attend. No need to RSVP for that. but it is open to the public, and there's no admission charge for that.
Okay.
For other events on campus, I heard the other day we have at least 40 home sporting events during the month of February, between basketball, baseball, wrestling, you name it going on. So they can check the athletic calendar for that. This Friday, we'll be hosting members of the Mount Juliet Chamber for a campus tour. So it's always good to bring people over from Mount Juliet and let them see all the good things that are going on at Cumberland. And there's no shortage of those activities going on all the time.
Well, appreciate your visit this morning. And Bela Chance, thank you so much. You did a good job of explaining the student financial services. And Rusty, always good to have you. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, Coleman.
All right, that is part one of Coleman and Company. We've got more. We hope you'll keep it right here at FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways thanks to Bates Ford and the Works Vehicle Checkup. They'll make sure your vehicle is ready for any road. $59.95 up to 5 quarts oil, tax and disposal, tire rotation, and safety checks. 1780 Franklin Road. Now with traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. It's loading up pretty good now on Vietnam Vets westbound, coming through Hendersonville here at Gallatin Pike all the way to Conference Drive. Watch it build pretty good up through Brentwood, Franklin on 65 northbound, working your way up through Williamson County. And that southern portion of Williamson County, we have seen some rain showers down around Spring Hill, so give yourself a little bit of extra time. Hey, whether you need a new roof repair, roof inspection, independent roofing specialist, they've got you covered. Check out irsroofs.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Simple banking, simply better. Since 2004, that's been our motto at Cedar Stone Bank. I'm Bob McDonald. We know that financial decisions can sometimes be complicated, but that doesn't mean solutions have to be. Whether you're buying a new home, renovating your existing home, or buying a car, or maybe you're a business that needs to purchase equipment or the building you operate from, we have all the technology that will allow you to do your banking online or on the telephone, or you can come in one of our beautiful branches and see our great people. With locations in Lebanon, Mount Juliet, and Nashville, Cedar Stone Bank. Simple banking, simply better.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, this is Dr. Derek Gregory, and I'm proud to announce to you the opening of our brand new dental practice, Gregory Dental Group, at 1746 West Main Street, just across the road from Sports Village. Come experience modern dentistry at its best. We're always welcoming new patients, and I truly look forward to taking the best care of all your dental needs. Come by or call us today.
That's Gregory Dental Group, 615-444-0322, or online at myLebanonTNDentist.com. Gregory Dental Group, compassion, knowledge, skill.
Periods of rain will continue for today. Afternoon highs will be in the mid-50s. Rain showers this evening, turning colder overnight. Lows in the mid-30s, and then partly cloudy on Thursday. Highs in the upper 30s. This weather forecast brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. With your Severe View forecast, I'm Drew Richards.
And we welcome you to part two of Coleman and Company. It's Wednesday. A couple of things I want to mention that are coming up before I turn to my guest this morning. And we've been talking about the Lebanon Senior Citizen Center's big 2025 Valentine Gala Dinner and Auction. It's set for this Saturday, February 15th, beginning at 5 p.m. It will be an evening of dinner, dessert, drinks, music by Tick Bryan, and a special performance by Danny McCorkle. They are both good musicians and going to be crowd delights, no doubt. The night will feature both a silent and live auction with items like a handmade quilt and Judge Barry Tatum's famous cheesecake, along with many more exciting offerings. Sponsorship opportunities are still available, a few of them anyway. And again, it's an unforgettable evening for a great cause. Tickets are on sale now at Senior Citizen Center. And coming up the next day, Sunday, February 16th at 3 p.m., will be the Wilson County Black History Committee proudly hosting the annual Black History Month celebration. Again, at 3 p.m. Sunday, February 16th at historic Pickett Chapel, 209 East Market Street in Lebanon. Light refreshments will be served. There's no admission. Donations will be appreciated. All right, with that, let me introduce Melanie Mentor from the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, President and Chief Executive Officer. I think that's the... title. Did I mess that up this time?
That's just fine, Coleman. Thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It is nice to see you. We're having a little liquid sunshine, as we refer to it sometimes, and honestly, we've a little bit in need of rain, so we don't want to. We want to be appreciative, even though sometimes rain can dampen our spirits a little bit.
It can, but it is a lovely day. I'm very happy to be here. The chamber is just moving forward by leaps and bounds, and we're just excited to be here to talk to you about it today.
Well, I just noticed that your compadre just walked in, and Andrea Wilkie. Sit down wherever you'd like, Andrea. It's nice to see you. Good morning. All right. Well, let me. You got to switch mics here. Turn that one off and turn this one on. All right. Good morning again.
Good morning, Coleman.
All right. What are y'all doing? I asked you to come today, and you are here, Melanie, and it's really good to see Andrea as well. So between the two of you, I probably don't even have to say a whole lot.
Probably not, but I'm sure you'll fit a few things in for us today, Coleman.
Well, if I could do this right now,
okay,
before I forget,
sure.
I told you this the other day when we were talking. It was 64 years ago today that I worked my first day at WCOR Radio.
Awesome. Congratulations.
And I was so excited. I said, so you mean I could be there on the, right.
The February the 12th is Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
It was my grandfather's birthday.
It's my mother's birthday. And it was the first day that I came out here and entered the door there to learn how to be a radio announcer and air personality and disc jockey and whatever. But it's a long story, but that's enough just to recognize that this, and I did have a 4.5-year period where I was not associated with our local radio back in the late 80s, but that was 64 years ago today.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm honored that we get to spend the day with you. Well, the morning.
All right. Well, let's talk about the chamber.
Well, want to kind of talk about where we're going, where we're headed. It's 2025, 2024.
Well, what about your celebration that just took place? You want to mention that a minute here?
I do. It was a great celebration that we had. It was January the 23rd. It was over at the Made in Tennessee building, and we had over about 325 people. We were very excited to give away awards that evening. We did the board was sworn in. The gavel was handed over to our new chairman of the board for 2025, Ian Isbell. So Jarab got to hand him the pen and pass the gavel. So it's always an exciting time for them to be able to speak, for them to be able to tell, what had happened in 2024 and then what had happened and what's going to happen and the vision for 2025 . So
yeah, and a lot of people, there are a number of awards that are presented. I think it's quite an honor. It's quite an honor to receive one of the chamber awards. You do have several. Listen, I can remember back in the 60s at the chamber banquet, there was one award that was usually given, and it was something like the retailer of the year or the business of the year, but only one. You have, 15 or 20, I guess, maybe more than that now.
There's several. We trade them, we swap them around some.
It's about 15,
I'm wondering about your Andrea. Why don't you move over to the other mic here? I think that one we may have a technical problem. Just get right there and I know this was working for Rusty a while ago, but I don't know why it didn't want to work for you. But we'll try the one directly in front of me. Okay, say something now. Good morning again.
Good morning, Coleman.
All right. Is that all right, MJ? All right. She says turn you up a little
Did
more.
I get a thumbs up from MJ now?
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, what do we need to talk about besides
the celebration? Going back to the celebration,
Right.
it's always great to give away the awards.
Mm-hmm.
We try to keep those, kind of under wraps, under the rug, so to speak, so that until that night, it's a really exciting evening for people.
Over the years, most people are not aware of an award they're going to get. You somehow are able to keep that a secret, and yet have somebody to be sure to have them there for the presentation.
We don't always. They're not always a secret, but we really strive for them to be a secret, because actually to look out in the audience and to see their faces when they get their awards, or when they realize that it is them, or when they go through and they listen, and then somebody punches them, and they're like, "Oh, me? Oh my gosh!" And they miss kind of the whole, everything that we talked about, just because they were so excited and they had no idea that they were going to be on stage and honored in the way that they are.
Yeah.
And honestly, all of those awards are extremely important awards. Every single one, because without the people in our community, and without their volunteerism, without their leadership, we would not be able to have the kind of community that we have today. And we're proud as a Chamber of Commerce to be able to recognize those people.
Okay, Andrea, what's I think you're very dedicated to the Christmas parade. Outside of that, what you have a favorite thing that the chamber does that you are greatly involved in? Is there? Can you maybe name 1, 2, or 3 things that you just love about what the chamber does and your participation in it?
You would not put me on the spot, would you? No way, Coleman. My favorite.
Well, you could say all of it.
All of it. My favorite thing is all of it. I would not have spent 22 years with the chamber and not enjoy it. No, I love the chamber. I love what we do for the community, the businesses. I love helping the businesses, helping the community. It's very rewarding when people come in looking or searching for something, or a business, or a job, or housing, or anything, and we're able to help them and direct them in the right direction, and they come back and thank us for that. It's not just the thank you, it's just knowing that we were able to do that.
Yeah, and I guess for many people, the Chamber of Commerce may be one of the first places they stop, and if they're new coming here, some new business person or whatever the situation, a lot of times Chamber of Commerce is their first stop. So you people there, I'm sure you do, but you need to make a good impression, good first impression, and you're much aware of that, right?
Very much aware of that. Even over the phone, used to, in years past, yes, people would stop in, they'd want a map, they'd want to know about the community. They were moving here. We have people that are passing through that, they just loved it, so they want more information. And now people call or they send emails and they're like, I was reading on your website about your community, or someone told me about your community. Can you send me packets? And so we have relocation packets that we mail out all over. Mm-hmm. And so it's a great thing. Wilson County is a great place.
Well, personally, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Me either.
Melanie, you echo that?
I echo it.
What else?
Well, Andrew, of course, is Vice President of Membership and Finance. So today we really wanted to talk a lot about membership. So like I said, moving into 2025, we really want to make sure that we're focusing on our members. We have a lot of members.
1,662.
Say that again.
1,662.
1662. Well, it doesn't seem all that long ago that we reached the 1,000 mark, 1,000 members, and that was exciting. It's been a few years, I guess.
It's been a few years.
But you remember that.
I do remember. I remember when I started, we were a little over 300 members. Mm-hmm. So we've gained.
Well, and there, here again, it's one thing to gain them; it's something else to retain them.
Exactly.
And you want to do both.
And that's key. So that's what we're here for today. It's not necessarily the number of members that we have. We want them to feel important. It's more the quality of those members and what they have to offer. So just because we have 1,662 members, that's a great number to say that we have, and we've worked very hard for that, for our community, to get those people involved. But we want them to stay involved. Right. Because they learn the sense of community, they learn the sense of belonging, and that's what the Chamber of Commerce wants. I mean, that's what we are here to do, obviously, commerce and to network and bring people together. So this year in 2025, we did something a little different last year in 2024, but this year it is February, so time for hearts and love, and we do love our members. And our theme, kind of to speak, is roses are red, violets are blue. We support your business and want to spotlight a day in the life with you. So our goal this year really is to put a spotlight on all of the members that we can. And we do encourage you, if you are a member, to give us a call, because we really want to come out and check out your business. We want you to show the experience to everyone, showcase your own business. We want them to see a glimpse from behind the scenes of your business and capture the essence in a fun and creative way. And by doing that, we'll do a little video and put it on Facebook. And we have lots of followers on our social media, which goes to Instagram, and then we do some of the X. But, we want to make sure that we get the word out about your business. And last year we visited over 110 businesses, but we really kept going. I mean, when we say we visited 110, we really did visit. When we say visit, we go in for 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's not like we just stopped by and said, oh, hi, let's take a picture and leave. We then were looking at the businesses that we visited. So I'm sure some of those businesses this year are different than they were last year. And sometimes they relocate. Sometimes they go to different places. We do ribbon cuttings for things like that. But this is a highlight that we can do that's really important. And because we have the number of businesses that we have, we're happy to offer this to any business that is a member of the Chamber.
We need to take a break. But before we do, let me ask, I hope this is not too far out in left field. To be a member of the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce, do you have to have a business or something here in Lebanon? Do you have somebody, say, in a corporation in New York or L.A. that is actually a member of our Chamber of Commerce?
Well, I'll briefly say the answer to that is you don't have to live here. I'll let Andrea kind of fill you in because she is with membership, but...
We do have businesses that are out of the county, yes. Now, they may have a representative here, or they may own a property here. But, yes, we do have businesses that are not, their owners are not in Wilson County.
Don't think we've ever discussed that before. It just occurred to me to ask, and now I know. Okay, we're going to take a break right here. We've got Melanie Mentor and Andrea Wilkie from the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Bates Ford, get a regular oil change, $39.95 up to 5 quarts oil. Tax and disposal, $17.80. Franklin Road. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Clearing up this wreck at Recovery at Wallace near the hospital. Here's what we're seeing. Heavy traffic now, 65 northbound up through Spring Hill, coming up through that section of Williamson County, all the way into Franklin, Brentwood, and normal buildup on 24 East. It's going to be right there at Whites Creek Pike as that traffic volume increases now. 40 through the Hermitage area as traffic also picks up in the last 10-15 minutes. 65 southbound, especially there around Goodlettsville. Some flashing lights over there northbound on Briley Parkway near McGavick Pike. They're running radar over there, at least they were earlier. Hey, when you need a new roof repair, roof inspection, independent roofing specialist, these guys have got you covered. Check them out at irsroofs.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
1.5 seconds left, no timeouts. Here's your season. Negron gives it to Bird. Bird for the win. It's good! He did it! College Hoops is back, and so is Cumberland University on the radio. Join me, John Boyce, in the booth for every Mid-South Conference game this regular and postseason for both men's and women's Phoenix basketball. Conference games are every Thursday starting at 5:30 and every Saturday starting at 1 o'clock. Phoenix basketball is right here on 98.9. Cumberland's a winner.
It's tax time, and Cars Unlimited Tax Service is locally owned and has 33 years of experience in preparing taxes. They do upfront loans of $250 to $6,000. They're also an authorized IRS e-file provider. Call 615-449-2955 or stop by 1006 West Main Street in Lebanon. Cars Unlimited Tax Service stands ready to help you prepare your taxes.
He digs it. Yeah.
We continue here on this Wednesday, wonderful Wednesday, even if it is raining a little bit. We're featuring the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce this morning. Andrea Wilkie is joined Melanie Mentor, and we are this is what, annual recruitment month, something of that nature. Did you say that earlier?
It's always recruitment for me.
February, a special time for this.
It's a special time for us to highlight and spotlight the members that we have. And I just kind of want to tell people out there how it actually works.
Okay.
We want you to sign up so members will register to participate via a simple online form. We will come for a chamber visit, schedule a time to visit your business, and we'll spend 30 minutes seeing what makes your business tick. So again, we're not just stopping in. We really want to come out there and visit. Although we don't want to take up your business time either. So, that's kind of up to you how long you want us to stay to get to learn your business. Obviously, that's very helpful for businesses so that we can spread the word throughout the community. And then we want to feature your story. So we'll feature your business through engaging social media posts, photos, videos, blog style write-ups on our website and in our newsletter. So it will be on our website as well. It will come on as a blog on that. So we will have it just in several different areas. And we're really excited about that. The goals are to highlight the members, the diversity, the value of all of our chamber members, drive engagement, so increase visibility for participating businesses and the chamber as a whole, strengthen connections, so build stronger relationships between the members and the chamber, and then promoting, launch posts. Ever wondered what a day in the life of a chamber member looks like? Now's your chance to find out. So call to action, we'll encourage the members to do the sign up. We do ask you to do that today. And then some examples of creative features, we might have them share fun facts about their business. So, we're just going to do a variety of different things, so everything won't be the same. And we think it'll be really catchy for people to, say, hey, I want to see where the next business is that the chamber has been. So, we're really excited about it.
No doubt.
Can I just want to touch a little bit on what Melanie was talking about earlier and what you were talking about, Coleman, as far as membership. When I meet with businesses, I want them to know that we encourage them to be a part of the chamber. We encourage them to be involved. It's not just for the owner of that business, it's for their representative, it's for their employees. We have 7 different divisions and different programs that they can be involved in. We want to meet with them. We want to make sure that they are getting the best out of the chamber. We want to know what their passion is, what they want to be involved in. So even if we have members that have been members and been with us for years, if they want to meet with us, that's fine. We want to make sure that they are getting the most out of their chamber membership and they are involved, networking, connecting with other businesses. That's what we want.
Well, I have known in the past there's been times that people might want the Chamber of Commerce to join them with maybe some kind of legislation that they feel needs to be passed. And I know you're pretty non-political, but at the same time, that's chamber. You still want what's best for our business community and for the area here. And if there's something that maybe needs a little extra attention, you don't have a problem at least talking to a senator or representative about such a thing.
Well, and I think the most important thing about that is we have different events for people to come to learn about those things. So, there are senators and state representatives and mayors, and so all those people are over at the chamber, and they have time at the chamber. And if you're not a member and you want to sign up to see what we're doing or talk to us, again, just give us a call, because we really want more people involved to know what is happening in our community. We are growing as a chamber and as Wilson County, as you know.
And we host orientations every other month, and that is not just for new members, that is for prospective members, so that they have an opportunity to come in and learn about the chamber.
Today, new member orientation at noon, so perfect timing. Get to know your chamber and explore the unlimited opportunities that we have to offer. So we are here for the community, and I keep saying that because that is the source of what we do. I mean, we want to make sure our community, our individuals, our businesses, we want to be out there for everybody, and we want to help all of those, and we want to be, a source for them.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back when I was growing up, there wasn't many factories or working places here. Lebanon has changed so much. In the 60s came along, and we had the Baird Industrial Park and all the businesses. Of course, that's changed some too. But my point is that the chamber is so much more encompassing now than it once was. Used to be, it was pretty much just the businesses on the square and surrounding area, and maybe a few working places, and it wasn't all that much to it. But it is you are so diversified now compared to what it once was.
I was going to say, and definitely in the last 10 years, we have completely flipped. We've had to pivot. We had a great foundation then where we could not have done what we do today. That's very obvious. But we continue to make strides of excellence to make sure that we are doing things differently, and we are reaching different people.
With the times, and that's very important. Keeping up with where we are, what we need to do. The Chamber of Commerce here is a very vital, vibrant entity for our community. And I don't know what we'd do without you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coleman.
Thank you.
There are a lot of other people, but we will say thank you on that, that make our community awesome. Women in the Lead is tomorrow, so Chocolate Tasting 101. This Valentine's Day event promises not just to educate, but also a chance to connect with other amazing women and lasting memories. So there will be a guided tasting experience, insight into the history of chocolate, and networking opportunities, and that is tomorrow afternoon from 4 to 5:30 at Durkee Chocolate on 1221 South Hartman Drive. The presenting sponsor is Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital, so we want to thank them today, and our promotional sponsor is Lebanon City Lifestyle. So we love partnering with both of those, and we're very excited to have that event tomorrow night, so please join us. You can also sign up online for that as well. Nonprofit tomorrow morning. So this year, Regina Girton is overseeing our nonprofit for the networking for the roundtable. So I know she would want me to encourage you to please come to the nonprofit. The nonprofit brings fellow nonprofit leaders together, or team members, and they connect with peers. Like Andrea said, if you are unable to come as a representative of the nonprofit that's a member of the chamber, then please send someone else. Mm-hmm. And then if you know a nonprofit that's not a member of the chamber, please bring them so that they can see what we're doing at the chamber. So that is tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., and it is at the chamber office. And then government relations, we have, that's next week on the 19th at noon. We have featured speaker Judge Michael Collins, and he is a circuit court judge for Jackson, Macon, Smith, Trousdale, and Wilson counties. So he will be over at the chamber office from 12 to 1 on February the 19th.
You going to be speaking?
He will be.
What's he going to speak about?
All things in Jackson, Macon, Trousdale, and Wilson counties. And you know what? I don't know what the judge is going to say, but I'll be in there to listen. He knows a lot of things that are happening over in the counties. One thing that I do want to mention is the State of the City address. Our Government Relations Division presents that. It's $20. We know who our guest speaker is with that. That is City of Lebanon Mayor Rick Bell. So please join Mayor Rick Bell to learn about accomplishments, current issues, and to hear about his forward-thinking vision for the city.
And when is that?
And that is on February the 20th.
Okay.
Yes, so that is next week, 11:30 to 1. It is at the Capitol Theater. And I think Andrea has a fishing and a few calendar events she might want to...
I do.
Just mentioned she does.
We have a few ribbon cuttings coming up scheduled. February the 27th is Tennessee Oncology. That is the Mount Juliet office. And then we have March the 4th, Middle Tennessee Bounce. March the 6th, we have a business after hours at Richardson's auction. March the 18th, we have Lebanon Coffee House ribbon cutting. March the 25th, Image 360 ribbon cutting. March the 27th, Good News Magazine will be hosting a business after hours for their 1-year celebration. Third, East Nashville Beer Works will host their ribbon cutting. I did want to mention April the 17th is the Wilson Books from Birth Imagination Dinner. I know you're going to be there, Coleman. I saw your eyes light up. April the 19th is the Two Rivers Ford Annual Open Bass Tournament. April 26th is Speedway on the Square. April the 29th is Accelerate Business Expo. Our Economic Development Division is hosting a business expo this year. And so if you would like more information on that, they can call the office for that. I wanted to go back and touch on the Open Bass Tournament just a little. That is, the proceeds from that fund our Best All-Around Student Athlete Scholarship. And that is a male and female, and they are presented a $1,500 scholarship each. And that is sponsored by Two Rivers Ford.
Okay. We're about out of time. You got anything else quickly? That it?
We're ready.
That's it. All right.
We'll be back. We will be
Melanie
back.
Miller, Andrew Wilkie, Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us, and please sure to join us tomorrow for the Thursday edition. Till then, I wish you a wonderful day.